for our program to get what maybe is our first high school class signed and ready to come in next year and help us do the things that we want to do. We were out looking really quick when we got on the job here in the spring, trying to identify some things that we needed in our program, ball handling, defense, and some more athleticism were things that really stood out to us as an area that we needed to improve. And we set out to find some of those players and feel really happy with the three that we have coming in, that they can do those things at a really high level. Abby Schulte is from Maple Grove, Minnesota, just fresh off a state soccer championship. Was a big-time soccer player, and those two sports actually go really good together. You know, her spatial awareness, her ability to see the floor and anticipate things open as a point guard is terrific. And that's something that we need some younger ball handlers in our program. And she's also a terrific competitor. That was another thing that we were really looking for. We wanted kids that were just innately competitive and just had a toughness about them and a will to win. And that was pretty evident the first few times you got to see Abby play in the summer. Kylie Strapp is from River Falls, Wisconsin. The first time, and I think I said this in our release, I think the first time our fans watch Kylie play, you're going to see what she's about pretty quickly. She's one of those, if you're walking down a dark alley, you want Kylie walking beside you. She's 5'7", not very big kid, but a ball of fire. Will rip your heart out on the court. Just one of those guys that gets after you and is not intimidated by anybody. And again, that's something we were looking for to infuse into our program. There's a little bit more swagger, a little bit more toughness, a little bit more confidence. These guys, all three of them, know who they are and know how good of players they are and are going to impact us in a really big way. Renia Hopkins is a junior college player from Redlands Community College, originally from Midwest City, Oklahoma. Was a state high school champion there. I've known Renia for a few years now and really excited to actually get to coach her. I thought I was going to get to coach her a few years ago and then didn't. And then now here we are again and going to get her in our program. She's very dynamic, smaller point guard, but just electric with the ball, very quick on both ends of the floor, can score at all three levels. Again, adds just a dimension to our team that we probably haven't had here in a few years as far as her athleticism and ball handling and the way she can influence the game on both ends of the floor. I guess as a group, all three of these players are capable of playing the point guard for us, but also can play off the ball. That's an area where we needed to add some depth for sure. And obviously just excited about what they're going to bring to us as far as their ability level, as far as how they fit in personally. They all come from great supportive families. We're going to have some more fans here just because of those guys, because they're going to have a bunch of people following them. But again, great additions to our program and super excited about them next year. Any questions?
Was this Jory to go and start recruiting? How much did you know about the other two players? Obviously, you knew about the junior college transfer.
Obviously, you get here, you get on the phone really quickly, and you get a lot of names thrown at you, and you want to check them all out. You're in an area that you didn't, hotly recruit before. But there's certain things, you can see certain things right away with some players, and you can go watch and say yes or no, we're going to watch her again, or we're not going to watch her again. And every time we saw Abby, I liked her more and more. Sometimes that goes the other way. You like them for a weekend, and then you don't the next weekend. But every time I watched her, I liked her more and more and more for what we needed and what she was able to do. Kylie was somebody we first saw on film, and I watched her highlights in a couple games and was pretty intrigued. And then as we got into watching her in live play, those things matched up. And so, it was a situation with both of those two. It was a good fit for both of us pretty quickly. Both those kids committed in July or before. Excited, obviously, to be able to announce that to everybody now and talk about them. But it was a need of ours, and this was a place where they were going to get their needs met as well.
Toughness and competitiveness, and those words, then points and rebounds. Was that an emphasis?
Without question. Not to say that our current team lacks it, but our current team lacks it. So there we go. It's out there. I wish we had a little bit more nastiness to our team, and just a little more grit internally in some of our girls, and we're working towards that, and we've improved that tremendously, but it's not at a level that we want it to be at to, win close games or be in games against teams that may be better than us at the moment. But that was something we had to go out and find. And these three players they're not going to back down from anybody, no matter who we're playing, and they're going to go out there and believe that they're out there to win every time we go out.